What made an entire military base go completely silent? It was graduation day at Fort Benning. Thousands of soldiers, families, and officers packed into the ceremony grounds. I was a drill sergeant watching my platoon receive their infantry training certificates after 16 weeks of blood, sweat, and pure determination. The ceremony was going normally. Names being called, soldiers marching across the stage, proud families cheering. Standard military pageantry that happens every few weeks. Then they called Private Jake Williams to the front. Jake was the smallest guy in our platoon, maybe 5'6", couldn't have weighed more than 140 pounds soaking wet. Kid from rural Ohio who joined up because his family farm was failing and he needed to send money home. During training, Jake struggled with everything. Physical fitness, rifle marksmanship, tactical exercises. Other recruits called him pint size behind his back. He never complained, just kept working harder than anyone else. What nobody knew was that Jake had been getting letters from home. Bad news. His little sister Emma had been diagnosed with leukemia. 8 years old, needed expensive treatments the family couldn't afford. Jake had been sending every penny of his military pay home for months. When they called his name, Jake marched to the front, but instead of stopping at the certificate table, he kept walking to the microphone. The base commander, Colonel Davis, looked confused. "Private Williams, please return to formation." Jake stood at attention at the microphone. "Sir, I request permission to make an announcement to my family." You could feel the tension building. Thousands of people waiting. Colonel Davis nodded slowly. "Permission granted, Private." Jake's voice cracked as he spoke into the microphone. "Mom, Dad, I know you're watching online back home because you couldn't afford to come today." The crowd started getting uncomfortable. This wasn't part of the program. "I want you to know that every paycheck I've earned for the past 4 months has gone toward Emma's medical bills. I've been living on nothing but the money you sent for basic necessities." People in the audience started looking at each other. You could hear families whispering. Then Jake said something that made 15,000 people go completely silent. "I'm not graduating today because I want recognition. I'm graduating because Emma needs her big brother to be strong enough to carry her when she can't walk to her chemotherapy appointments anymore." Dead silence. You could hear the wind blowing across the parade ground. "The doctors say she's responding well to treatment, but we've got 6 more months of bills ahead of us. I'm volunteering for immediate deployment to Afghanistan because combat pay will cover her medical expenses." Jake pulled out a folded paper from his pocket. "I got word yesterday that my deployment orders came through. I ship out Monday. Emma, if you're watching this, your big brother is going to make sure you get better." The silence was deafening. 15,000 people holding their breath. Then something incredible happened. The base commander walked over to Jake, took off his own colonel's coin, worth about $500, and handed it to him. One by one, every officer on that stage started walking forward, giving Jake their challenge coins, folding money into his hands. The silence broke when someone in the family section started clapping. Then everyone was on their feet, applauding this skinny kid from Ohio who was about to go fight in Afghanistan so his little sister could live. They collected over $50,000 that day. Emma got her treatments. Jake deployed, came home safe, and is now a sergeant training new recruits. That's what made Fort Benning go silent, watching a 19-year-old boy become a man in front of everyone who mattered.